Hello everyone, my name is Saleh and I'm the team captain. My teammates are Abira, Nathaniel, and Ali. We'll be representing this presentation on mechanical hand. The topics are introduction, plan, create, improve, safety, and finally conclusion. Introduction. The the main purpose of this presentation is to document the process and the outcomes of the project. The leading question is how can we use simple materials and utilize them to create a mechanical hand that is capable of performing several tasks, such as picking up a die and turn it so that the face shows a different number, or picking up a golf ball and transporting it to a target, or picking up a cup and emptying its contents into another cup, or doing a thumbs up on this presentation. Uh, this hand model will resemble a human hand. The fingers will be made up of cardboard connected to plastic straw joints, allowing the fingers to bend. The hand will have a flat base representing the palm. The fingers will be controlled using strings. When you pull on the strings, the finger will bend. You can think of this model as a puppet, just as the puppeteers control their puppets using strings. The mechanical hand will be controlled using the strings.
Hi everyone, my name is Nathaniel, and I'm gonna be representing my group on the plan on making the mechanical hand and also how we're gonna create this mechanical hand. Starting off with the materials we had in mind, we come up with six materials, all main materials in total on how we're gonna make the mechanical hand. The first one is the cardboard, which is basically gonna be the foundation of this mechanical hand. It's going to be what it's made out of and the form of everything. And it's easily flexible. So it's going to close and open, which is going to really help. And it's easy to cut. And we will cut it in the desired shape we need it to be. The second one we have is the plastic straws. It's going to be, it's going to act like a joint to the fingers, so it's going to allow them to bend and open and close. The third one we had is the strings. The string is gonna control the movement of the finger. So if you really think about it, it's gonna be act like a nervous system. So when you pull on the string, it's gonna close. The fingers will close to hold an object. The fourth one is the tape and glue. It's basically just to secure the parts together so it doesn't fall apart when we grab something, just to hold everything in place. The fifth materials we had is anything: box cutters, knives, scissors, anything that can cut cardboard, straws, strings. So we can get like the size and represent it. And the final materials we have is pencils, rulers, basically just markings, important markings to like measure or whatever you need to how big the hand is, or marking to where we need to cut the some pieces off if we have to. And here's an example of idea of what the hand is going to be actual about. So you see like the straws in this right here and the strings going through it and the closing thing. So just an initial sketch. Now, how we're gonna create this thing is we're gonna draw an outline of the cardboard, which, like I said, is the foundation of it. Is what the hand is made out of. We're gonna draw a hand and just cut it out with cardboard, because cardboard is pretty easy to cut and it's very flexible, so you can bend it. The next is we're gonna put straws in each fingers, so it's gonna act like a joint. So it will close and open at will. So like I said, like right here, this photo represents the straws in each joint and it will close and open. And the next is obviously the string, which is gonna act as a nervous system. So we can control the movement of the hand and it's gonna go right through the straws. So like I said, like right here, example is you can see the string going through in each of the straws, acting as like the hand so it can close. We're obviously gonna test once we make the hand, we're gonna test if it's efficient or not. So like we're gonna make it to where it moves smoothly and it will go back to the original position it is. So basically like it's gonna it won't stay closed when you use the mechanical hand. It's gonna once you let go of the strings, it's gonna come back to the original position of the hand. And we're gonna make sure it's a firm grip. It's not gonna like how do you say this? It's not gonna be wobbly when it holds the item. It's gonna be very firm and tight. And yeah, that's about it. And also we're gonna make sure it can lift. We have to make sure the hand or the fingers can lift an object. It's not gonna fully fall apart when you lift an object or even like heavy objects. And yeah, that is about it.
Hello, my name is Abira, and I will be presenting the improve and safety section of our presentation. This is basically an overview on how we plan on improving the design of our hand and the safety precautions we plan on taking throughout this project. So, number one in the improve section is the use of rubber bands. So we plan on incorporating rubber bands to the initial design, which we saw in the previous slide. And we're going to include rubber bands to provide tension. They will be attached to the back of the hand, and this will basically help the fingers to return to their original position after the strings have been released. And this will also enhance how the fingers are controlled and make tasks such as giving a thumbs up or stacking blocks easier and more effective. The next thing that we plan on doing is strengthening the base. So we plan to reinforce the cardboard base, which makes up the palm and fingers of the model, so that it is sturdier and more durable. This added layer will help the structure to carry out tasks more effectively without bending or essentially collapsing. It also allows us to have more control while maneuvering the hand, such as when we're lifting objects or we're kind of turning and twisting it and using it like a normal hand would be used. Then we plan on using hot glue on the fingertips. Doing this might not seem like a huge difference. However, it will help immensely with gripping objects. Tasks such as picking up dice or picking up a golf ball and carrying it to a certain distance can be carried out more efficiently with a higher success rate. Then onto the precautions. So these are essentially like very basic safety precautions. However, it is essential to talk about them. So any sharp tools that we're using have to be stable whenever we're using a hot glue gun, since obviously it is extremely hot, we avoid touching it until it has cooled down, and we will put it in a heat-resistant surface. We will also ensure that the workspace that wherever we are, that the workspace that we're in is always clean and it's free of any clutters or messes, as that can lead to accidents. Also, if anyone has like younger siblings or children who are around or involved in the project, then make sure that they are supervised, especially with, again, sharp tools and hot glue guns. And then after, whenever we are taking a pause during the project, whenever we're not building it, all the equipment and all of the tools that we're using have to be stored away safely, so that first of all they're away from any accidents, and that they're in good condition whenever we plan on resuming for the project.
It is safe to say that though it was a very swift, efficient project that was completed with our use of problem solving and critical thinking skills to work around a predicament, we were able to produce, with the materials given, a sustainable mechanical hand that was able to perform simple functions, though it could not perform to its full potential because of the materials and the restrictions used on the hand. And of course, with the materials given, we're not necessarily able to complete all possible functions that you could say do with a hand. But we were able to perform simple functions such as holding a die or displaying a thumbs up, not necessarily being able to stack blocks or precisely use the fingers of the hands for a tool, though the success rate was pretty high and the hand was reliable in its usage, and that there is definitely a very much needed room for improvement. And I believe that as we improve and go forth into the course, I believe we will be able to learn more methods of innovating and creating a more sustainable tool or product or anything. For instance, though, as we were distanced as a group, we are distanced. It was very almost difficult to communicate, though we were able to produce the product swiftly and efficiently and utilize all the resources required and produce the project. Thank you very much.